Hey, what's up? This is Knox from Enforced, and you're listening to the Brutally Delicious Podcast.
1, 2, 3, 4. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast.
70,000 tons of metal.
The original, the world's biggest heavy metal cruise. 60 bands, 4 days, one cruise ship, only 3,000 tickets.
From Miami, Florida to Ocho Rios, Jamaica.
January 30th to February 3rd, 2025. 5 days and 4 nights mingling side by side with your favorite artists in this incredible fan-friendly scenario that has no comparison.
Go to 70,000tons.com and book your ticket now.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Long time no see.
Yeah, how you been?
I'm well, thank you. You still in Richmond?
Yeah. Working
That's
right
funny. Oh, you really? I'm home today, but I don't remember. I work for VCU Police.
now. Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm a dispatcher.
Cool.
Right there on the corner of 3rd and Broad.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Anyway, thanks for joining me. Appreciate your time.
Totally.
Let's talk. We got recording, right? We're good.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Let's talk about Enforced. Leap into the Dark. Another beautifully thrashy record. What's been the response to it so far?
So far, it's been phenomenal, man.
It comes out the
title-
25th, right, of October?
Yeah, October, yeah. So there's a couple more songs that need to be released that are new. But yeah, the title track in the music video came out, and honestly, that's my favorite song I think we've ever done. It just hits everything that I personally like, and it's just a driving ass track. It's awesome.
Nice. So when you guys are writing, then, are you writing not wanting to write the previous record? I mean, you can't alienate your fans, but you don't necessarily want to write the last record. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think
Do you guys put a lot of effort into that?
I don't think so. I think we're all like cognitively aware that, or like unconsciously aware that it has to be a little bit different, or we just naturally change at a normal pace, I guess.
Right.
Because I mean, at the core of it, we know that we want it to be aggressive and fast, and there's so many ways to do that.
Right.
And it can be, crustier. It can have like a lot of good D beat parts and still be fast and thrashy.
Right.
So we can play around with speed, or like how to approach speed.
Gotcha. What was it like working with Arthur Rizk?
Good. It was actually relatively pretty quick. He just mastered it and mixed it, I believe. And it was kind of at a time crunch because he was going on tour in Europe with Eternal Champion.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, I need to get these done like as fast as possible. And we kept sending him back, like, tweak this. He's like, I'm gonna do one more fucking tweak and I gotta go. So we're like, okay, let's hope it works.
Right.
And it sounds awesome to me.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's nice to see you back out there. I know you got a big tour coming up here, in like a month, right after the release, right?
Yeah. We're doing a full Europe with 200 Stab Wounds and Great Gate Creeper.
That's nice.
And yeah, right, to support the album. So it'll be fun. I think the first day is Halloween in Dublin. That'll be cool.
That'll be great.
Sounds like a fucking party.
What do you guys got planned before then? Are you going to be doing singles along the way, or?
Yeah, things are gonna come out periodically, but they're all on the EP. And we're doing, not next week, but the week after, we're doing the night shift weekend party. So we're playing a couple shows down there with Madball, and then playing a big festival Saturday. And
Where at?
And it's in Daytona.
Oh, Daytona.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that'll be fun. Yeah, playing a couple shows in South Carolina with Madball and then going to Daytona. Sounds like a
That's
good
not.
weekend.
Oh yeah, that's a multi-generational sort of crowd right there, right?
Oh yeah, it'll be fun. I can't wait. I haven't seen Madball in a long time, so this will be sick.
I've actually never seen them, but I'm thinking the age difference is going to be like people older than me to people, my son's age. It's going to be pretty cool
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
because they've been around for a bit.
Yeah, they've been around since like what, late '80s.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that'll be fun. And I've
nice. Are
never
you
got.
doing? Go ahead.
Nah. What's up?
And where does that take you after that? Are you going to be doing state stuff? Too
Uh,
early.
we have a show that hasn't been announced yet in December, and I think another one in October. I don't know. You're talking to the wrong guy. I just show up and yell at people, man.
Nice. When you guys are writing, you guys are all from Virginia, right? So are you all writing together, like in the
Yeah,
old
for the most
traditional
part.
sense?
hmm we write. Uh, the schedule has kind of changed a little bit because everyone's kind of in limbo in terms of their personal lives and their working lives. So traditionally, it's been practice on Wednesdays, write on Thursdays, and that was going for a pretty good clip. But now I work a different work schedule, so I can't even go to practice. Um, so I got to figure out a way to practice myself. I guess just scream into a pillow. And then yeah, writing is kind of on a hiatus right now, but we already have most of another LP already written.
Oh, LP, wow.
Yeah, so we're going to be recording that when we get back from Europe.
Nice. You do those here in Richmond?
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know what the deal is. It's or like what the plan is to where we're gonna record, because
Right.
the place that we recorded War Remains shut down.
Oh,
So I think the owner sold the building, so got rid of the recording studio. So that sucks because that place is perfect. And we recorded A Leap into the Dark with why am I so his name is Logan at minimum wage. They've recorded like a Veil and this really big band No BS Brass. That
is
that
Avail Chad?
hmm?
Is Avail Chad from?
Chad.
I must have a different band. Did you
I don't
say
know.
a Veil or Avail?
A
Those are all
Veil.
one word. It's all one word.
Yeah, the Richmond band, A Veil,
Okay,
the
so I'm
Richmond
not
band.
familiar, but there's another band called A Space.
Oh, okay. No, not
Sorry,
them.
that's what I was talking about. That's something totally different. But I thought we had somebody in common. Sorry, tangent.
Yeah. So we recorded the EP there. We could record the LP there, but I think we kind of want to, since we have a little bit bigger of a budget this time, we might want to do something crazy and go somewhere out of state
I just
to
write
do
and
to
record.
do something. Yeah, well, I mean, it's already written, so we just got to record it.
Right.
And I got to write all the lyrics. I haven't even started doing that. That's always hard. But yeah, so we might be doing some other stuff.
So you just mentioned lyrics. When you're writing your lyrics, do you have a theme in mind for the record, like when you sit down, or do the songs just come individually and they are what they are?
Uh, they come individually, but then I go back and edit them to kind of have a theme throughout all of them to kind of tie them all together and to make more like cohesive sense. It doesn't always work, but at least I'm making the attempt.
So that whole thing you're talking about sequencing then is a whole lost art, I think. We talk about it a lot on this show, right? You
Yeah,
create that mood by going back and going, oh, this will work here. In different
yeah,
order, you experience a record differently. And I think that's missing a lot.
yeah. We really do debate and go back and forth on sequencing, and which, you know, like you said, it's a lost art because everything's on like playlists and stuff, and
30 seconds, right?
not that many people um, listen from front to back. But what we've learned is that a lot of the people who listen to us do listen front to back, and so
Right.
that's interesting. And also, kind of, sequencing does matter. So we really, really, really work really hard to make it flow super well. And I think we nailed it on War Remains. That thing, I mean, it's already like, what, 32 minutes or something like that, but it goes by so fast.
Yeah.
And it goes down so smooth that I was just like, that's perfect.
So the stars don't always align like that, I'm sure. What was it like when when we sat there and went, holy shit, we nailed it?
Just pat each other on the back. Just feel like we fucking did it. Cool.
Right.
On to the next one.
On to the next one. Are you one of those bands that's always writing?
Yeah, always. We were writing for the LP, and we realized that we had way too many songs, and so we picked a handful that we really liked, and we're like, well, since we don't have a release this year, and the LP's probably going to come out next summer, if that's
right,
if everything stays on track, then we could put out an EP of like 3 or 4 songs, and then save the rest for the LP.
Right.
And so we asked Century about that, and they're like, "Yeah, if you want to put out something else, sure." So
yeah,
we recorded it, did the music video, immediately went to Europe, came back, got all the stuff sent to them, all the artwork and stuff sent to them, then immediately went on tour with Frozen Soul, and then got back, and then it got announced. So it's like fucking middle of June until last Friday has just been like, go. You're just like, my neck is killing me.
I imagine so. We're not getting young, that's for sure. But also, on the flip side, that's a cool problem to have, right? Because there's a lot of bands you don't get listened to at all. And it's nice
for sure.
It's nice that you want it there. Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm not poo-pooing, I'm not shitting on it at all. Like, but it's just they're so on the ball and about it that like, okay, if you want to do this, the timeline starts now.
Yeah.
And it's just
Whoops,
like, oh
what did
shit,
I do? Right.
Oh no, uh-oh. And then like we're like super behind on everything, and we got it all in on time.
Right.
Right under the gun.
Interesting.
But and the payoff is that people fucking love it. So it's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. When you sit back and listen to it now that, it's complete and it's, there's no going back, is there things you want to change, or are you satisfied with the way it came out?
I really like it. There's a handful of things, just me personally, that I'm like, you held that out for like a quarter of a second too long, and you can barely hear your voice start to go. You should have cut it, like just that little amount left. But that's really nitpicky shit. Like,
and nobody probably even notices.
No one cares. It's no one notices. No one cares. Even if they did notice, they'd be like, "So what?" And that's kind of how War Remains was. They're just like, dude, who gives a shit? Like, no one's gonna notice. It's not that big of a deal. Just pump that shit out in a week and be done with it.
It gives it more of the human feel instead of so produced and glossed over.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not. I don't think polish is our style.
No, I think thrash metal you could definitely have polish, but you go both ends.
Yeah, and like the bands I like in thrash aren't polished at all.
Right.
So they all sound kind of really dark and muted and moody, and just dirty sounding, and I love that.
Right. What bands are we talking about?
Like Razor is a good example. Mm-hmm. They sound crazy. And then who was I listening to the other day? Not even, I guess, thrash, but like, you remember they changed their name to Opprobrium, but they originally were Incubus, and they had to change their name because of the big band Incubus.
No, I guess I don't know them. No.
Yeah, they're cool. I'm blanking on their name, but it's like, they're kind of like us in the sense that it's like death metal and thrash metal kind of mixed together. And I can't remember their name, but they have this one song called Doomed for Failure. I'll try and find it and send it to you.
Yeah, no worries.
It's such a killer track. But it's stuff like that, it's all very dark and dirty production.
Yeah, fair enough. What do you guys have planned? Did I ask you that? What's planned after Europe?
Yeah, recording. And
Right back in.
right back at it. And then we've already got stuff starting to get scheduled for next year. So a couple festivals, couple flyouts, stuff like that. But yeah, we're just kind of playing it by ear, seeing what we can logistically do with all of us having full time jobs and having like
Yeah.
Will just got married. Alex is planning his wedding, stuff like that. So it's and trying to find a house.
Life, right?
Yeah, I have to get ready to start moving. So it's just kind of like there's a lot of shit to do next year that isn't band stuff. So we'll do as much as we can, but
Right. Yeah,
don't.
I mean, touring's not what it was, so I get it.
No, it's not as lucrative as it used to be. That's for sure. But no, we do all right.
Oh yeah,
We can make it work, but it's just with having your families and your marriages and your partners and whatnot,
right,
going out for 5 or 6 weeks pretty untenable.
right,
So it would have to be really fucking cool.
right. I get it.
It'd have to be cool.
If fans want to find you or listeners want to find you, can you give us all your socials and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, Enforced RVA on Instagram and Facebook. You can just type us in on YouTube or Spotify, and something will pop up. Just don't get it confused with Enforcer, because that happens a lot.
Okay, fair enough.
That's it.
And lastly, did I cover everything you want to chat about? We got it
Yeah,
all, right?
Yeah, that's
I
everything that's going
I
on.
dig it. Thrash was my gateway to the metal world.
Oh, really?
The old school stuff like early Slayer and
Yeah.
the Bay Area scene. That was kind of where I got hooked.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so
For sure.
there's always a place. I still listen to like Overkill and those kind of bands all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I love seeing some good dirty thrash, as you said, come up and
Hell yeah.
come across my desk. So I
Thank
still
you.
have to get out and see you. I used to work evening shift, and I'm off that finally. I have never been able to catch you guys live. Any Richmond shows coming up?
I don't think so. I think the one that hasn't been announced yet is in December, and that's
Okay.
in DC. That's the closest one.
Have you guys played that place right across from my office there on Broad? It just opened. It's a small place. Shit.
What?
I can't think of the name, but it's
What's the
directly.
address?
It's on Broad. It's like third and probably in the 200 Broad Street. Hang on, I'll find it.
Oh, then no.
I know they've had bands there, and I thought I saw you guys one day when I was working. Hang on. Well, I can send it to you. It doesn't matter. I'll keep your time. I think I can't think of the name of it. It's a smaller one, but it's got a little marquee out front.
I'll drive by when I'm done with work and see what's up.
Yeah, so if I don't know where you come from, the Short Pump area?
No, I live in Southside, but I do commercial. I'm a commercial maintenance technician, so I work all over the place, and I work till 7. So
I work at Third and Broad, and it's between Second and Third.
Okay.
On the south side of the street.
Okay, I'll check it out. I'll drive by and see what's
I
up.
wish I could tell you the name of it, but it's right on the tip of my tongue, but I don't remember.
Okay, no worries.
And that's all I got. I appreciate you taking the time, my friend.
Totally, man. Take it easy.